Hi, Dr. Stu here today, and I want to talk to you about travel. So let's get to our question. This question comes from Rose, and Rose didn't say where she's from, but let's read her question. Dear Dr. Stu, I'm in a tough spot right now. I had moved out west for a job, and now, like so many, have been laid off due to COVID-19. My question to you is, I have to return to where my family is, but what's the safest way to go back? Should I return as I came and drive back across country? Especially since so many of the states I'll be crossing have not been doing a good job of social distancing. I am concerned about staying overnight in a hotel and stopping in stopping for bathroom breaks. I can at least pack my own food and drink in the car. My other option is to leave the car behind and fly back home, but I fear that exposure in the plane and airport is exponentially higher than I would face alone in my car. Do you have any advice? My job ends this week and I have to make a decision. Thank you so much. Well, Rose, that's a great question. So let's talk about travel. Traveling in general is not recommended now because we want folks to stay at home to break the chain of infection for this virus. So from a public health perspective, we're asking folks to not travel and to stay in their homes or stay where they are. Okay, but your question is specific about having to leave where you are and go back to where your family is. And I understand that question. So I'm not going to make any judgment about whether you should travel or not. But if you are going to travel, here's a couple of tips. I would bring with you an N95 mask, some gloves, some cleaning solution and paper towels or cleaning wipes, right? And here's the reason, and there was one other thing that I was trying to remember when I thought about that question. I'll get to it as we go along. But here's the reason I'm saying that. Obviously, when you're in your car and you have food and drink, you're perfectly fine. When you go into a hotel, in general, the hotel should be okay. Put on your N95 mask to walk through the lobby or in the elevator to get to your room. And when you're at the registration desk, make sure that you social distance when you're in the hotel. Try not to take a crowded elevator. What you want to do is ask other people to wait and take the elevator by yourself. Wear your N95 mask and make sure that you clean your hands after you touch the pen when you sign in and if you touch the counter to register. Once you get into your room, you want to clean the countertops that you may touch and limit the amount that you touch. But if you're going to touch certain things, if you take your cleaning solution and just wipe down the countertops, wipe down the bathroom sink and the faucets, wipe down maybe the shower door or curtains and the handles there so that you know that your room is clean. Oh, the thing I was going to say besides the things I mentioned to bring a pillow if you're concerned. The linens should be fine, but if you want to keep your face protected, bring your own pillowcases and just stick the hotel pillow in your own pillowcase so you know that it's clean. Other than that, your hotel room should be fine. I wouldn't worry about the air. I wouldn't worry about everything else. Remember, the virus, if you've cleaned the surfaces, the virus is not going to jump up and get you, right? You have to touch it and put it on your face. So if you've cleaned all your surfaces, you should be fine. So hotels are okay. In bathrooms on the way home, if you're going to stop, just make sure that you wash your hands carefully after you use the bathroom. If you want to bring your cleaning solution in there, you can clean the toilet seat. If you want to, you can clean the flush handle. You can then wash your hands with soap in the bathroom and make sure that when you shut off the faucet, you use a paper towel to shut it off, and the handle to open the door, you use a paper towel as well. It gets a little more challenging when you're using a bathroom that has the hand dryers and no paper towels. So that's why you might want to bring a roll of paper towels, bring a couple paper towels with you. As far as should you fly home, I don't know the answer to that because I don't know your age and whether you're in the high risk group. If you're in a high risk group, flying right now is not a good idea. So if you're in that high risk group, you should not be flying. So if you're in your 70s or 80s, or you have a pre-existing underlying condition, flying is not a great idea. If you're younger and you have an N95 mask, you can put that on your face. That will keep you safe, and you can wear it the whole time you're in the airport and on the airplane. Try and social distance as much as you can. Many airplanes now during this time are pretty empty. So you want to see if you can sit not right next to somebody else. But if you're wearing your mask and you've cleaned the surfaces that you touch and you're very careful about not touching a contaminated surface and then touching your face, then flying should be okay for you if you're not in a high-risk group. I hope I answered some of your questions. I don't know more of the specifics about what your past history or your age, so it's hard to give you more exact advice than that. But thank you for asking that question. If you have a question that you'd like to ask, please go to our website, drstu.org, and you can submit questions. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks.